Matt Roloff has not been sharing many updates on social media lately. He listed the property for sale a few months ago, and since then, Matt has been noticeably quiet about his personal life. He hasn't posted much about his fiancée either, and that silence led fans to wonder if something was wrong. Speculation grew when Matt hadn't shared a single update featuring Caryn Chandler for a significant stretch of time. As time passed, the rumors intensified, until Matt confirmed what many fans feared. He shocked his followers by officially announcing his breakup with Caryn. In a statement that stunned the community, Matt declared, "Caryn and I have decided to part ways and end our engagement." The news sent shockwaves through the fandom, many of whom had followed their relationship closely since its earliest days. Matt added that he believes this decision is the right step for both of them at this point in their lives. He promised to always treasure the memories they shared together and asked for his fans' support during what he described as a difficult phase. To maintain privacy and avoid public commentary or unwanted speculation, Matt decided to turn off the comment section entirely. This move likely reflected his desire to protect his mental health and steer clear of online trolling or unsolicited opinions. Still, he closed his message on a gracious note, writing, "Much love to all." While Matt has made it clear that he will remain amicable with Caryn and that he will always appreciate what they shared, he also emphasized that he is now ready to move forward with a life rooted in positivity and trust. However, despite his diplomatic public statement, Matt did not provide a specific reason for their split. Moreover, it seems that Matt and Caryn's split may have been influenced by external forces, especially interference from Matt's ex-wife Amy Roloff and her new husband Chris Merrick. When exes remain involved in each other's lives, even for co-parenting or business reasons, boundaries can blur and tension can rise. In Matt and Caryn's case, fans have started to speculate that Amy and Chris's ongoing presence and involvement may have played a part in the couple's relationship deteriorating. There's no denying that Amy has never been fully supportive of Matt and Caryn's relationship. In fact, she's gone as far as to openly admit that their togetherness would affect her until her last breath. That level of discomfort was evident on the show and likely added emotional stress behind the scenes. According to insiders, it was actually Caryn who initiated the breakup. The former couple had been struggling to work through several unresolved issues, and fans are now starting to wonder if Amy and Chris's interference might have been the final straw. Tensions between Caryn and Amy have flared multiple times over the years, and some moments were especially public. One major point of conflict was the itinerary disagreement during a fundraising project, in which Amy reportedly became so controlling that Matt and Caryn described her behavior as bordering on dictatorial. While that type of drama may make for good TV, it's unlikely that Caryn appreciated that kind of interference in her day-to-day life. Amy still has a working relationship with Matt due to their ongoing ties to Roloff Farms. That means she's around him far more often than most ex-spouses would be, and that continual overlap may have made things increasingly uncomfortable for Caryn. To add another layer, Chris and Matt's unexpected friendship has been highlighted on the show. Although this may seem positive on the surface, it may not have sat well with Caryn, who may have found the tangled dynamics too much to handle. Still, all of this remains speculative, at least until Caryn herself chooses to speak publicly about the breakup. However, there's more to the story than just personal conflict and tension. Perez Hilton, a well-known American blogger and reality TV commentator, has added his voice to the discussion with a blog post titled, "If he is your fiancé for this long, that's a red flag." According to Hilton, the length of Matt and Caryn's engagement was troubling. The couple had been together for 8 years, but there were still no definitive marriage plans in sight. Hilton pointed out that while there were talks of planning a wedding, those plans were still in the very early stages. Hilton also highlighted that Matt had been postponing their wedding repeatedly, most notably due to the declining health of his mother after the passing of his father. Understandably, Matt wanted to prioritize his mother, but the repeated delays may have worn thin for Caryn over time. According to credible sources, Caryn was the one who made the final decision to end the engagement, while Matt tried to present the breakup as a mutual agreement. Hilton concluded his commentary with a blunt but resonant line. "They must not have been on the same page about a lot of things to break up." This statement seemed to confirm what many fans had already suspected, that unresolved conflicts and differing visions for the future ultimately led to the split. Meanwhile, as longtime viewers remember, Matt proposed to Caryn in the previous season, and many expected their wedding to be a major storyline in an upcoming season. However, that narrative was cut short. Adding to the confusion, Little People, Big World has since been canceled. With the show off the air and no wedding on the horizon, fans have started wondering whether the couple's sudden breakup was even genuine, or whether it could be a calculated move to spark interest in reviving the show. Matt Roloff has been a central figure in the series for years, especially following his dramatic feud with son Zach over selling part of the farm. That controversy alienated several family members and caused a major rift, eventually leading to Zach and Tori's departure from the show, a move that many fans saw as a devastating blow to the franchise. Now, most of the Roloff family has stepped away from reality TV, but Matt remains hopeful that the show will be renewed. Fans had looked forward to seeing Matt and Caryn tie the knot on screen, especially since they exchanged rings on the last season. But with the network hesitant to greenlight new episodes due to the lack of compelling storylines, some suspect that the breakup may be a desperate attempt to reignite interest. Despite everything, Matt still has photos of Caryn on his Instagram. However, fans couldn't help but notice that he recently changed his profile picture to a black and white image, which many interpreted as a subtle nod to his emotional state. Some believe it's a heartfelt expression of loss, while others are more skeptical, wondering if it's part of an ongoing strategy to attract attention and network support. At this point, the lines between reality and reality TV have become increasingly blurred. Was the breakup real? Was it mutual? Or was it one final twist in the saga of Little People, Big World? Only time, and perhaps Caryn's next move, will tell. And while Matt insists on moving forward with positivity, and Caryn remains silent, fans can't help but wonder, was this truly a heartbreaking end to a long love story? Or just the final play in a scripted reality that's always thrived on conflict, confusion, and unresolved tension? With whispers of manipulation, ex-spouse meddling, and a possible plea for screen time swirling in the background, one thing is certain: the Roloff saga is far from over. And if history tells us anything, the real drama might just be beginning.